Alfred, it seems as if the problems of crypto are more macro than crypto itself, or is it the other way around?
Good morning. Happy New Year, and thank you for having me. It's very good to see you. Crypto is very interesting. So at least based on my own observation over the last few years, its cycle is really short. So we are seeing basically a 36-month like cycle. So I think most of us have forgotten that in 2019, Bitcoin was traded in the $6,000 level. So comparing to where we are now in this crash, it was much more severe. And we're now seeing, it's bouncing the other direction. So I think just given the way that these projects are generally funded and the incentives given using the tokens for people to use these projects, we see a lot of speculators, and it's causing these kind of, I think, very rapid kind of turmoil to cause it to crash. But I think we probably are likely seeing the beginning of that climb into the new cycle again.
Does it not surprise you, given what happened with FTX and other exchanges here, that we haven't seen more serious damage to crypto? And is that a vindication for the quite often evangelical stance that many people take towards cryptos?
I think central exchanges have always been kind of a odd man standing in crypto, because technically the whole reason to go to Web3 in crypto is to be able to decentralize and having users to have full control in cold storage and their own personal wallet, etc. But for convenience sake, and also for traditional people to be trading into this new field, it makes sense because it has a platform that looks like everything else that we've seen. So it's not too surprising that we may continue to see some turmoil around the ins and outs of some central exchanges for convenience sake. But I think as the tooling and the improvement over governance, now regulations, and all those things are being improved into the crypto arena, we will likely see people who know how to use this stuff much more attuned to the way natively that was designed for.
Right. And at cheaper valuations, I imagine, because of this. What are you busy with?
Oh, we're very busy with two primary areas. We obviously are carefully, cautiously optimistic and look at new, specifically has to do with infrastructure level, Web3 type of companies, and there are plenty of them. Whether the valuation is at the right place or not, I think we're still a little bit early to tell. At macro-wise, it's still a very chaotic time. The other area that we obviously have spent a lot of time on, which is very exciting, everybody's seeing, that I've been working on pretty much my whole career, is on machine learning-based application. I wrote a paper, I published it last year, called Predictive Computing, which basically not only is all the exciting things that we're seeing now, like ChatGPT and all generative AI type technology, but this is really talking about a platform for people to build applications that by and large will instrument itself. So that would be a major, major departure from anything that we have seen, which I'm going to say likely we're going to see those kind of applications emerge in this decade.
ChatGPT, everyone's talking about that.
Yeah.
Some people are scared of it. Did that come out of nowhere? I just want to get a sense of what this might look like 12 months from now, for example. And is it really anything special, too?
Yeah. So the company behind ChatGPT, which is a San Francisco company called OpenAI, actually been around for 8 years. So this is actually not exactly new. All of these technology takes enormous of time to develop. And this whole new, big, language development kind of technology has been around for quite some time. ChatGPT is really a feature. It's a chatbot that was developed and only released in November. So, but there's a big difference, right? So historically, we use Google. Google comes back with a bunch of pages. Based on the pages, we select what we want to look at. So it's a much more Wallen type of machine learning technology that we have to select and look at. Now, this is totally different. This is for the first time we see is taking huge amount of text, making context out of it, and generating an answer for you. So you can see people are saying, well, you can write a paper.
Very, very, very quickly, I've got two questions in one, right? Okay, firstly, with that in mind, Google and other searches do perhaps, according to some critics, produce an echo chamber. That's one part of it. This does not, is one aspect I'm asking. The other thing is, how badly hurt were you by FTX, because you're an early investor?
Quick answers on both. So actually, Google has their own chatbot technology called Lambda that they come out, have a very similar kind of features. So we're yet to see how that's going to evolve.